If you've ever built a frame or shop table or something that needed leveling feet, you know just how expensive those leveling feet can be, especially if you want some heavy duty feet with like half inch or 5/8 or 3/4 inch threads or something. I was complaining about it in one of my videos, and some of you mentioned that you've made your own out of hockey pucks, which seems like an excellent and super cheap alternative. So I'm making this video to share the design that I came up with and show you how I made my own. We'll also put them in the press and see how they perform with up to 2,000 pounds of load. The design is really simple. I started by modeling a hockey puck, which is about 3/4 inches in diameter and 1 inch thick. And then all we're going to do is machine a hex into the puck that matches whatever hex bolt you'd like to use for your foot. In this example, I'm using a 3/4 inch thread, so the hex bolt for the hex for a 3/4 inch hex bolt, the widths across the flats are about 1.125 inches, and the height of the hex is almost 1/2 inch. I machined the hex to be about 1/8 of an inch deeper than the height of the head, just to allow for some compression of that hockey puck before the bolt head sort of touches the ground. And if you're going to be milling in the hex, it's a good idea to put in some corner relief so the bolt slips in easily. Once the hex is milled, we just add a clearance through hole for whatever thread we're using. In this case, it's 3/4. And that's it. We can grab some 3D models of nuts and bolts and washers from McMaster and assemble the foot in CAD. If you wanted to increase the weight capacity of this foot, it'd be a good idea to use an oversized washer to spread the weight across the whole hockey puck. Right now, I've just got a standard washer, so the load is concentrated only on the rubber underneath that washer, which you can really see here. And there isn't really a lot of rubber directly underneath that washer because we machined out that hex, right? Like there isn't a lot of material between the washer and the ground it's actually touching. But here we're loading that foot with 2,000 pounds, which is almost the weight of a small car. I'm going to be using these feet for a welding table, and each one's only going to see a couple 100 pounds of load at most. So this is going to be fine for most things, and if you do need it to carry something over, say, 1,000 pounds, just find a way like an oversized washer or a lasered out plate or something to spread that load a little, and the load carrying capability will go up significantly. So to machine the puck, there are only two toolpaths, a 2D adaptive toolpath to mill out the hex, and then a 2D contour ramping down to machine out the through hole for the 3/4 inch threads. I'm using a 5/16 4 flute end mill at 3,000 RPM, taking about 4,000 speed per tooth with a 50 thou step over, and it's nowhere near the limit, but I was taking some care just to make sure the puck wouldn't pop out of the chuck I'm holding it in, since you can't really squeeze rubber too hard when you're holding it, just kind of starts deforming without too much resistance. And the rubber machines really nicely. You can see that when you start stepping out in this adaptive strategy, you get that kind of rubber skin that you see doesn't really want to come off. That does come off really easily if you were to use a chamfer tool to kind of go around that top profile. But I didn't really want to start getting into tool changes and things because only having a machining job with one tool when you have a machine that doesn't have a tool changer is really, really sweet. Like basically, as soon as one part is done, you just kind of load it up with another and then hit go, and then you get another one off the machine pretty quickly without having to do any tool changes. And for this part, that edge is going to be sitting on the floor anyway, so you're never going to see it. The foot goes together really easily. Just slip in that 3/4 bolt. Now I will be using a bolt with a longer fully threaded section just so I have a little more adjustability, but throw on the washer, throw on the nut, and I might use a little bit of Loctite. I don't know. We'll see how it goes when I'm hammering on this table and see if things loosen up. But for now, I would just sort of leave it like this. And I see a lot more of these in my future anytime I need another foot. So I hope this helps some of you. Thank you guys for suggesting this idea. You saved me and hopefully lots of other people a whole bunch of money. And these work great. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.